Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming a video kind of about the downsides of the internet and social media and all that kind of stuff in general. Before I start this, I'm not saying that social media is like a terrible thing. That would make me a hypocrite. I'm using it right now. Look at me, I'm making a YouTube video. There are a lot of good things about social media, like, don't get me wrong. Like, we are very lucky to get the access to things like this. It's easier for us to research, it's easier for us to network, we get access to the news more easily. I don't know, there's a lot of good things about it, but there are also its downsides. Before I start this video, I kind of want to talk a little bit more of like the outcome that I hope you get from this video instead of just like talking nonsense and then following up, because I feel like this video is going to sound very whiny and like complainy, I guess. Complainy, that's not even a word. I don't know, before I get to like that stuff, it won't make much sense now, but like I just want you to think about how what I say applies to you and think like, is social media as important as I think it is? And I guess I'll kind of talk about what I mean by that, because while social media is very good for a lot of things, like people have jobs on social media. It provides jobs, like YouTube, there are people like Instagram photographers. The internet has websites like Etsy where artists can share their artwork and sell it. There's a lot of great things about it. You can make great friends through the internet on the other side of the country or the world, but there are its downsides for sure. So I guess I'll kind of talk about that now. So I don't know, this was kind of inspired by a tweet from Alexis Ren. I don't know if you guys know who she is. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys do. She's a really famous Instagram model with like millions of followers, but she tweeted, "I think social media goes hand in hand with depression. I don't think we're meant to endure so much judgment 24/7. That's kind of like the first topic I'm going to get on about social media. So social media can be really detrimental to your mental health. Maybe like not to the case of depression for everyone. Maybe you're just like there are insecurities triggered through it. This has always kind of been a thing, but even more so now that social media is more prominent, you feel like you have to be a certain kind of person to be cool or pretty or, you know, all those kinds of things, and that kind of stuff is detrimental. And I kind of want to talk about that because you can control like your intake on that. Maybe it won't cure your depression. I'm not saying that, like, yes, social media can make your depression worse. I'm not a mental health specialist or anything, so don't like come at me, but from my personal experience, using social media too much just makes me more upset, and I know now that I can control how much I take in, which does help a lot for my mental health personally. I just realized it kind of sounds like I'm saying that it cured my depression, and I'm not at all saying that because that's not how it works, but it does help a little bit, I guess. I mean, obviously I'm still like struggling with things. I don't know, like this took a weight off my shoulder, if that makes sense. And this doesn't work for everyone because, again, I said people do have jobs through the internet. So for people like Alexis Ren, they can't just really like cut out social media considering it is their job almost, but I don't know. This applies more for people in my situation, I guess. So if it helps for me, I'm sure it could help a couple other people, so I just kind of want to talk about like my story a little bit with social media and all that kind of stuff, just so like maybe you guys can take something from it. Let's just give some background. So I started using social media maybe in like middle school, I'd say. Now there are probably 7-year-olds that use Instagram now. We didn't have that when I was 7, but times are changing and that's just like what's happening. So I didn't start using it until like probably heavily like 6th grade. I didn't have a Facebook or anything. Kind of like the cool thing that like I used, I guess, was Google Buzz. I don't know if any of you guys have really used that before because it's not a thing anymore. At least I don't think it is. Yeah, it was like Twitter, I guess. You can like post your thoughts, you could post pictures. I don't really remember very well what else you could do, but that was kind of the bulk of what I did. Being a middle schooler, I would overshare a lot, and to this day, I have a YouTube channel now, so I still overshare a lot, but from Google plus, I think 7th grade is when Instagram came out, so I had an Instagram in 7th grade, then 8th grade, I think, is when Snapchat came out, and I think I made a Twitter sometime in between 7th and 8th grade. And then I started YouTube in like 7th grade, maybe 6th grade, I can't remember. It was a different channel, so you can't go find my old videos. So social media has really been engraved in my life for a lot of like my years where I'm changing the most and where I'm like being influenced the most, I guess you could say, like where I'm going through puberty and all that fun stuff. So it had a pretty big influence on who I am today, I would say. So I kind of want to talk about how that can be bad for you. I personally probably overshared like so much in the past, and I'd say in the past like 3 or so months, I have definitely started to realize that, and I've really tried to like suppress that. So I guess this video is just like kind of gonna explain like my journey, and like maybe you can like take pointers from it. I don't know. A lot of people overshare, myself included. I was there at one point. The issue with that is you're looking for validation from others, and the more you post, like the more followers you get, and the more you're looking for people to give you likes and comment on posts or watch your videos or whatever it is you're doing on social media, and that kind of stuff gets really detrimental. When numbers come into things, that can get really bad. Okay, so a clip of what I recorded that kind of followed that up like got deleted, and I can't find it because I already deleted like the footage off of my camera and in my photo thing, so that's an issue. Anyways, I guess I'll just like finish my thought in this voiceover, but what I was saying after that is you can learn to not be obsessed with numbers, and that can make your experience on social media a lot healthier, because no matter what, like I'm getting numbers right now, but I've learned to not let it affect me as much as it used to. And that's the gist of what I said, but it was a lot longer, and this is probably a lot less rambly, so you're welcome. So I guess another thing that kind of inspired this video is a class that I took in college, actually. It's called J201, Intro to Media and Society, I believe. Maybe it's not intro. I don't even know. It was a class that was obviously about media and how it kind of like impacts your everyday life and how it sets up like norms, and I guess it kind of like really opened me up to see like how toxic it can kind of be. One of our first assignments was a digital detox, so we didn't get to use our phones for a full 8 hours or any form of media, no music, no reading, no, couldn't do anything really besides interact with people around you. Like that was the big bulk of the lesson. So you kind of took a lot out of that by like not getting to check Instagram every 5 minutes, or when you got bored you couldn't go check Twitter or whatever. Like you had to find entertainment around you and outside, like do a puzzle. I don't even know. There's just like, you can even listen to music. Like that class in general just really opened me up to realize like I do not need to share as much as I do share, and I do not need to post in order to receive validation from others. Basically, I'd say for the past 3 months or so, I really haven't been posting a lot on Instagram or on YouTube. If you're subscribed to me or follow my Instagram, you would know that. I was really into photography, and I don't think I just did my first shoot since summer the other day, so it's like 2018 now. Like it's January, and it had been since summer. I don't know, I feel like my mindset now is a lot healthier than it used to be, because I used to go into situations and be like, I need a picture or it didn't happen. If I don't post, then people are gonna think I have no social life. Like, with taking that class and like seeing other people do like social media like cleanses, I guess, it kind of made me realize like I don't need it to be happy. I used to look at my numbers like so much. Having a YouTube channel, like I was so obsessed with numbers, and kind of like being exposed to like knowing that I don't need it has helped me a lot, because I now, like, I'm proud to say I don't look at my likes on Instagram anymore. I don't go, oh my god, like someone disliked my YouTube video. Like I used to be so like caught up in that. And with social media, you're giving people the opportunity to look at what you post, and they can judge you from that. And that's like one of the shitty things about social media, is like people can get their first impression without even meeting you now. I don't know, that's just like not fair, I don't think. So I guess what kind of sparked that is I've been making YouTube videos for a long time. There are a lot of people that have watched my videos without even meeting me, and they have opinions on me, which to me, I can see how they can think that that's fair, but to me, like, I know it's not, because you don't get every side to me. Like, everyone has multiple different layers. Like, you get like 2 or 3 of those on YouTube or on my Instagram. Like, I'm only going to portray the good stuff on my Instagram, and you don't get to see the bad stuff. So I just realized, like, wow, that's kind of like not healthy, and that's not fair to, like, I don't know, it's just not fair to me or like the people like looking at my Instagram, because like, or my YouTube channel, because if they're like, I've had subscribers be like, oh my god, like, you're so pretty, I wish I was you. It's like, you see me when I have like all this makeup on, like, you don't even see me when I'm like fresh, like out of bed, like just woke up, my hair's like a mess, and I don't know, like, it's just not fair, and it's kind of like lying to yourself. So I guess I just kind of, from this video, wanted to like say, like, you can influence how much you take in from social media. A lot of girls my age, guys too, like, become very insecure because they see this ideal, or they see like the cool kids do this, so like I need to post similar things. Like, that's not healthy. So I just want maybe for you to take out of this, like, I don't need to post on social media every time I do something like cool or fun. I just think like maybe I can make a personal memory out of it, instead of being like, hey everyone, just hung out with like all these people, like, I'm cool, I have a social life. Like, because I used to think I had to do that, and I feel a lot better about myself now that I don't do it. I'm a lot more comfortable sitting at home alone, because I don't ever really post. So if I don't post again, then it's what's really going on with my life, like, you don't know. I don't know, I guess I just wanted to kind of say, like, you do not need to show everyone and get validation through your peers in order to actually be cool. I don't know, like, it's hard to explain, but like, social media has had an impact on my mental health for sure, and now that I don't post as much, I definitely feel better about myself. Like, I didn't make it a priority to go into situations be like, I need to get a picture. Like, don't have a mindset where I'm like, I need to get likes or else I'm not pretty, or I need like these people to comment on my Instagram pictures, like on my selfies, or else I'm ugly. Like, I honestly used to think that, and that's not healthy at all. But now that I don't look for validation through social media, I guess what I want you guys to take away from that is, like, you can do it too. Like, I used to think that my social media needed to reflect like this cool person where you maybe wanted my life, and that's not fair to anyone. Like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, you can do it too. Like, my point is, like, just don't be so consumed in social media, because it honestly is beneficial. Okay, so I'm sorry because I've gone on about 10 different tangents in this video, and I feel like it's really hard to follow, but thanks for anyone that's like understanding and actually still watching. But I kind of just wanted to get like to the point, because it seems like I'm getting really slow to get there, but basically I just wanted to say, like, it's a learning process. Like, you're not just gonna not be obsessed with social media one day, but you'll thank yourself in the long run if you start taking steps to like cut out social media. Like, maybe make a day where you don't check Instagram all day, and then if you have like a secret Instagram, like, delete it, because is it really important? And like, if you usually complain a lot on Twitter, like, maybe stop doing that, because like, I don't know, like, it's just not beneficial. Like, those are just some steps that I personally took, so maybe someone can take pointers from that. I don't know. I truly really envy those people that can just like completely cut it out of their life. But I mean, I have a YouTube channel, I can't just like quit that, and I do enjoy filming and uploading because it's part of who I am. And like, I do like seeing, like, I follow so many photography accounts on Instagram, or like puppy accounts and all that kind of stuff, and I do like seeing what like my peers are up to. Like, it's just interesting to me. But I've gone into it with a mindset of like, oh, like, let's see like what they're up to, instead of like, oh, let's see what like they're doing with their life and how I can be like that, you know? I feel like this video made no sense. I might not upload this. I hope you took something from this video. I hope maybe you can think like, do I need social media? Do I need validation from social media in order to be happy, like, because not everyone is like this, but there are a lot of people that do have this mindset, and I just feel it's important to kind of realize, like, it's not as important as you think it is. So yeah, thanks for watching. That was kind of all over the place. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, bye!